Dr. Hassan.
Yes, sir. Stand by. We're about to take you live together with Andy Uzonwane. Oguta Round Table. And this is a continuation of our program. We were earlier live with my auntie May. And now we are bringing two wonderful gentlemen who are going to continue this discussion today. I'll be starting with Andy Uzonwane. We've been talking front and back over a lot of things him and also his age grade have been doing in Oguta, and sometimes you wonder, is this an age grade or a development committee or something? And also they've gone beyond call of duty to also do things they could not do, which is what Oguta Roundtable is all about, calling on, leveraging on our association and friends to make things happen in Oguta. And there is one major one they have just made happen, that if you hear it, the celebration will be off the roof. But I'm going to save that for later. But you will hear all about it as this program starts. Bro Andy, good evening and welcome to Oguta Roundtable.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Hassan.
Sorry for dragging you at such a short notice, but you know, I know that you like anything that has to do with Oguta, so that's why I know I can always barge in on you anytime with this kind of program.
Thank you.
Okay, we also have another of our brother on the line. Please, so that I won't crucify his name. But, sir, please introduce yourself to our people. Hello, sir.
Yeah, you are talking about me or Ima?
Ima, please, yes.
Ima, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Dr. Hassan, I didn't hear you.
Then please introduce yourself to Oguta.
Okay, I'm going to Mama, and I happen to head the Good Friends Association, Oguta.
Yes. Then inform Oguta on a steady basis. And then, Bro Andy, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm from educated and use an Monyumibo. In a Papa Bonye Mayata. Ngomo I'm not getting out in the water.
Yes.
So I'm
okay, sir. Okay, then Biko, well, one other thing, Biko, what are they about your age grade?
Yes, it's so my age grade, but one of the age grades in Oguta, like every other age grade. Manani Brabanya or Brunande Madrigo, Belia, Barabi, Federal age grade Oguta. So, way back 1994, we just said no, we just have to change this narrative. No, I have the association, Ndebu Fu Obo, Emekotife. I need a Sony Bufunkas, I need a Bufuge, Potapa Demon Bufuge. And at the time, I so we felt we could make our impact, especially at this our age. Nani, Eugana, Imepe, Obodo, Kwishiri. So I need to do from 1994 and organized ourselves, Onyushi and Yogano, blessed memory ball, in the Apamadigwe. Was even coming all the way from Oguta to see the formation of this association in Lagos. And we won't forget somebody like Obuago Oduenye Ndoka, who today is the organa Oguta today. He played a pivotal role in the formative stages. Some age grade like you already know, we are quite active about if I'm not passionate Oguta, yeah, Oguta, but Munganshi Agoma. Things we have not done, you already know it. It's not through us alone, members, yes.
Yeah.
And we have gone further to embrace the culture of Oguta, to make us ageless, our age grade, but we are almost ageless now because we have tried to inculcate this idea of Ngeze, the Onut.
Yes.
And they have helped us to expand so much that Donya Motata Ngeze. Only surrounded with 50 years, they are bonus.
Wow.
And so, if you count in Lagos now, the membership self, Lagos as we speak.
Wow.
And you know,
I didn't know if I like, just 1 minute, I didn't know if I can like in Nigeria, mentorship. Yeah. A lot of these things, our culture introduced. And even Oyibo civilization and in to fucha even the chama and he modernize it and use. And then if you don't even remember, you guys have brought one radio from Oguta to Lagos 3 times on several things you guys have done, and nobody now need for Oguta, sometimes even for common people and communities in Lagos, and that is like extending the love and the influence of Oguta beyond the shores of Oguta. And I must say we are very, very grateful for that, for flying the flag of Oguta around the world. Mbona, please carry on, sir.
So, like I was saying, or the cash as you is great, I take credit, is entire Oguta community. Because when you look at it now, England is 70 years. Now to Yani ego. Anipo was that. And then I wouldn't do Oguta. No, Yani. Geram no. Ema is here hearing me. Me bono to an. That is how progressive. Oh no, my Oguta so funny. We will approach you. Some come to us by themselves. And don't even know any approach that have turned down our request to be our patron. And he has been helping us. Advice. Ndi joku ejapani we animani popo I not na Lagos pani fe ngina nyani so bi yini ani aka can you do this they will go onga onotu na ngeze ani jinaru oru and we are all the same here and I segregate the ani meet every second Sunday of every month here in Lagos, and by the special grace of God I want to use this opportunity to really thank our grand patron, sorry of blessed memory, Chief Emmanuel Ohizu, who graciously availed us his house at Festac to use as our secretariat. Wow. A very mighty place that we can't even be paying 100,000 in each meeting, but only are free. Wow. All we did was to equip the place, and we are using it now. We are meeting now. We are 20. Never the 50. Wow. That is how we operate. And we were just moving along. And that is exactly what we are doing in Lagos. So we want to bring the whole Oguta people that are in Lagos to join us in our developmental and projects. And they are doing so well that that's just the way the little we do to help the community.
Okay. Before you go further, please let me talk to Bro Ima. Bro Ima, tell us a little about the Good Friends, because I don't know you people very well, but I've seen so many good things you guys are doing.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Hassan, and I must also thank Ugwe Female Wanbiani and Dr. Felix Ofosa for sponsoring this program. I was called this evening to travel on rights and responsibility of the voter and those elected. But since you've asked me on Good Friends is an association of with young men and daughters. Hello?
Yeah, we're with you, sir. Yes, we're with you.
That young men and young women who came together and looked at the way that is and said, look, we have to change the narrative. That things are not moving well in Oguta. And decided that we should change everything. We kind of change the way charity is seen in Oguta. We've done a whole lot of things in Oguta. In conjunction with Oguta people, we've been able to do quite a lot. We are responsible for building Oguta. that fence primary school. I don't know, is it primary school? And there's a toilet inside. That was our first step in Oguta. And we, in conjunction with other people, were able to build the police station that was pulled down by these unknown government. And currently, we are trying to stance with Oguta and a whole lot of others. We've also individually and as a group helped some Oguta people who are in one need or problem or the other. We've had an instance we have to take over a medical help that cost us millions of an Oguta who was at the point of death. Differently from others. Treated and healed, and now she's okay. Wow. And a whole lot of others. What we do is with charity is being done in Oguta. We want to approach charity from the point of from the vantage point. It's not just doing things which is being done before. We want to do things differently. Things that have done in that way we see things. And these young boys and daughters is not a young men and women are not just after being called or giving this for what they're doing. They want to do it codedly and under the umbrella of good friends without being named. But as things we change in Oguta for the better.
Mbona. I'm sure you're wondering why in this political program we're bringing this up. You see,
yes,
good.
I was called this I told what I would present. I said it was too short, since I've been called, I will present.
Yes. So I'll explain to you why we are changing the undertone, because as the new dispensation comes, there are some things where we will need people who will represent us, who will own the Oguta development and drag government to it. Because sometimes government sitting in Abuja, sitting in Owerri, might not know the real needs. Even sometimes sitting in the local government there, they can assume our needs. But since you are from us, amongst us and with us, you might, you look, you know what is disturbing us. You understand? So we need people like you, your organizations, and because you people have stood out in the development of Oguta, to join in the next development phase of Oguta, where we want to, instead of going against or contrary to government, rather to work with government and demand what we want, not what they assume that we need. And that is why we are first of all raising and bringing to bear the platforms you represent. You know, we started with you individually introducing yourself, then some of the platforms, your major platforms you represent, and then we'll now discuss and we'll marry all of them at the end of the program. So the next question is this: now that the next election is about to pass over tomorrow, what would be your advice to our people? A lot of them actually J12 vote now. I know they say what do you have to say to our people, especially about this election and voter apathy for tomorrow's election? Bro Andy, take the lead here.
Dr. Hajibi or Andy, I don't know.
Okay, you start. Andy is a bit is not responding at the moment, so Ima, please start. Yes.
No, I thought you were asking him. I was waiting for you to come.
No, I said bro Andy. Yes, yeah. And Brandy, please start. Yes.
No, for me.
Okay. Yeah, hello.
Let Brandy take the lead. Let Brandy take the lead. Yes.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hassan. I'm happy the question here, Joro. All the very unfortunate that the voter education is really too poor. Everybody wants to just get into that office. What are they going into that office for? I tell you, without missing words, they just want to go and grab, like everybody have been grabbing.
Yes.
And who are the voters? They are just waiting for who will give them what they will eat today. They are not talking about tomorrow. It's really so unfortunate. And I commend the people who are this program. Can you this enlightenment here is quite late anyway to do the things that I'm talking about now. But that is the major thing. And you're facing now. To me, and you're facing. You don't know how to vote. I'm not there to vote. And those people that I know that are going to cast the vote, go and ask them. Nobody is going to vote somebody who is going to bring Oguta out from the mess we are already in. Look at the things I'm expecting from the people that we are going to vote tomorrow. I'm talking about my people back home. Yes, I can appeal to them to use their votes and vote wisely. But are they going to do that? And what tells me that when I finish talking with them, that they will go there and cast their vote to who they think that is right. That somebody gives them 10,000 now or 5,000, they will not cast for that person. Who will even go there and begin to pack the whole thing to recoup what he has spent. That's just my fear about that. The voter education is so important, and you cannot achieve anything in voter education when people are hungry. That is the big fact that we have not faced. That being said, now, I want to face the people who we are about to elect tomorrow. Who are these people? They are Oguta people. Do they actually know the expectations, their duties as a councillor, as a chairman? Or is it about who have assisted them? Because that is what we are seeing in Nigeria today. Once you enter office, onye chiri anya Buhari o mere clear now oshina ndị nke na-atụ odinya gigba aka ya je o kwuru ya na international news interview. He didn't find it, and that has been the norm. It's really unfortunate, but thank God this one is close enough for us to appeal to our people. There are a lot of things na aga n'Oguta na hotad arịrịọ kamarịọ o baya ndịra ya win ni baya ka mgbacha we before njem nke ndị atụ ya vote onye ọbụla winiri ni ya biko je yini ani aka liwa ndị be anyị no na-egwu no na-egwuchi ọkwa ụzọ. It pains me as you Oguta but on Saturday. I don't know why somebody they plan Oguta. How many years? I don't know, 1938. That plan Oguta or then Gono. I've gone around this country. I hardly will see any place I plan plot Oguta. How will somebody be taking 5 meters, 2 meters? 80 by 6 no zuodini onke no we bara fence gbachia ya ga katita humma. It's so annoying. On the big men and Yoshi will pick their conscience when they enter office, bring their conscience to reduce their offense and leave this thing the way it is. Oburuna emewa ngono mando ozo puta ijeje agwawo asuwe monye nke na akpama ni iwe afa onye nke na agbara fence gbachia ụzọ onye gwara onke ya bakara yengire ego ka iji abia agwa. So those people that have already done it, I want the elected officials to appeal to them, appeal to their conscience to please reduce their offense and have the easement the way it should be. Please, it's very necessary. Then, the dump site. You mean cartons, na road. Which will come later. You said you will call me to talk about that.
We're talking about it.
If you problem, those are our foundation now. This Trinity Road, those are what we attracted to the community through the distinguished senator. If problem trying to dislodge the refuse dump, Kawa Foundation, it was so enormous. These things in dump site. Everybody behaves the way they like. Which shop kiosk or they can get on my Lagos they are only kiosk road. Emediana who's on the Lagos or Poras Lagos. You can't try it. Nothing is developing in Oguta and also. That is for the leaders. That's the thing of concern to me, that they should look inwardly. Over the force KJM, I feel is a thing of appeal to people who have not done so well with the planning in 1938. Kenandenke 2020 kani no bana America ani mere but obuna ndi be ani the ones enough like in the no chiri ani 1938 egbu na egwe no ani ejide egwu no amade dey go no the that just look at the houses sitting egbu na egwe there are very many on them mfunu go na wonder such a fantastic building Kena road age na abaya it feels so bad. So nkenu emekwa na dey medikwa maka ani respect ya doji ekwa ngo no odo nye batara Oguta na dey happy. So and for the electorates, unfortunately, look at the number of people who have joined this program. I want to believe that they will take time to listen to it later. It is so important because no longer no obodo. Tuani ni onye gwara onu ifo ye meniani obodo da bodani timma. Hapu ni ego ni enyere onu mmadụ nye ego ihe ezu ya roofu corporate iri ya echi enyukwa na nshi problem e dị n'ụzọ no is not good enough because those of you who are going to vote the person you know that will deliver. Go and attend to onye mere ayo jiri baya because when this sponsor that's who the list what happens in Nigeria. Maybe we will have to change the narrative. That's my view about the political office holders to be and the electorates.
Mbona.
Thank you.
Mbona, bro Andy. Ngwa bro Ima.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Hassan. Since we are looking at people we are going to vote in as local government chairman and councillors, it's important we consider the following qualities. Whoever is coming in to be our chairman or councillor should be a relationship builder. We should not underestimate the value of building relationship with each other, either with the staff and with the greater community, which is Oguta. Either a councillor or a chairman would harbors disrespect, contempt, and personal attack creates unhealthy relationships that undermine sound governance, as relationship and sound policies will serve the community better. We've had issues in the past where leaders totally disrespect the community. Those things they like, they don't listen to us and talk to people anyhow. Such things will not help the community. We need a leader who is very respectful, a leader who is a relationship builder to enable us to move Oguta forward. That leader must be a team player. A healthy governing body knows that each person was elected by the public as individuals, but that they must work together as a team. This means that the chairman and the councillors must work constructively together without dominating the flow of information or ideas. Their role is to debate and vote as individuals, but respect and support the decision of the majority, setting aside personal interests and influences for the common good. If you are not a team player, there's no way you can work. Whether you are a councillor or a chairman, you must be a team player. You must be able to work with the people in that local government, with your councillors and the chairman, for the betterment of Oguta as a community. That person must be emotionally mature. What do I mean? Leaders must be in tune with their own emotional state and know how it affects them, given that they are required to make decisions in the best interest of the community. They must withstand criticism, staying engaged, welcoming dissent and not overreacting to dissent views and not overreacting to it. A leader who does not accept where he makes mistakes or take advice from others cannot lead us. You must be open to people, hear what they're saying, be emotionally mature, and be able to reconcile all these issues and lead the community better. That leader must be very approachable. Leadership means listening carefully to others with a desire to understand concerns, ideas, and perspectives. Elected leaders must be accessible to the community through meetings and events. You should have town hall meetings. You should meet with people. You should meet with other people. You should meet with the community he's leading. Tell them exactly what you want to do. Take advice from them. Discuss. Have a healthy discussion with them with a view to moving the community forward. He must be a critical thinker. Today's problem often comes from yesterday's solution. Elected officials should consider how to best limit shifting a problem into the future by maintaining a long-term perspective and considering the potential impact of decisions. You can't just go there and sit down there. You must be a good thinker. You must be able to evaluate things and be able to come up with solutions that will best suit. You can't just sit there and wait for money coming from Abuja to distribute. That will not help us. That will be continuing what has been wrong in the past. We need somebody who can sit down, think on how better to govern the community, how best to attract laudable projects, and not just to sit down and be dividing money. That will not work in today's Oguta. He must be prepared by all ramifications to lead. We should not underestimate the mental preparedness required to make decisions about the long-term sustainability of a community. Leaders must be prepared for a position they are vying for. Not being prepared means they are not ready for the job. What I noticed in Oguta, for most people coming out to contest, they just want to come and sit there, get money from about divide, everybody will go home. If you are not prepared for a position, don't bother coming out. You must be mentally prepared and convince yourself that you are coming to do this job to better the community you are. Coming to be a councillor or a chairman for the purpose of sharing money will not help anybody. We expect you to ask yourself before even coming out, can I do this job? What are the attributes that are required of this job? What am I expected to do to be able to function effectively in this job? If you don't have it, I will advise you not to bother.
Okay.
Then you must have a good financial acumen. Financial acumen does not mean you must have money in your pocket too. Policymakers need to understand the basic financial information and to be able to evaluate budgets and financial statements. If they cannot, then they should be willing to seek credit to improve their skills. They need to comprehend the long-term taxation and budget consequences of financial proposals and decisions. Being a good leader is not just about one's opinion or stance on an issue. It's about vital attributes, characteristics and qualities that contribute to the short-term and long-term well-being of the community now and into the future. Leadership is not just I want to lead, I want to come and make money. That's an opportunity for me to make money. No, you must have the skills. If you don't have the skills, there's nothing wrong with it. Seek training. When you are trained well, you do better. So I will advise those who are coming out to do, like Andy said, it's late already. But then, those coming out to lead us should have this attribute. And for those coming out to vote for them, Andy has already said it. It's not how much they give you that matters. Vote your conscience. Know whoever you are casting your vote for. Vote because you believe this person will do better or do the job. Don't vote because they gave you 10 cups of rice or beans. Vote because I believe Dr. Hassan is in a good position to lead as a chairman of this local, or that Andy is in a good position to lead as councillor. Don't vote because you'll be giving money or bags of rice. Vote because you are convinced that this person is the person that will take your vote based on his credibility and the attribute as a person. Thank you.
Bona. All right, now that this is now 50-50, let's assume that somebody wins now. What damage control can we do to put them or help them to work well and to become what we desire for them to be? Somebody said that sometimes you might marry the wrong wife, but if you put good efforts, you can make her the wife of your dream. So now this marriage now is almost like anua without proper courtship. So now, how can we hold them accountable? How can we support them to do better? And that is, like I said before, both of you already have the experience. That is why you are my panelists for today, because I envisage the situation where we might need to be doing a damage control after the election. And in such a case, how can we, or what can we do to assist, encourage, and to get the best out of whoever gets elected? Brandy, we'll start with you again.
Yeah, thank you so much. The damage control here has to be town hall meeting. So, all government had it and call right to order. And I promise that with the team we have in with Soma today, the 3 people that we invited today are all Osioma products. Things like Osioma, and that's what we do in Osioma. So every progressive mind will always associate with us, and that's why we are making that progress. So we will provoke a town hall meeting. I'm sorry, we have not discussed it at the council of leaders. We have a council of leaders which comprises every member who have at one time or the other been a chairman of Osioma age grade. What we do is to have a council that governs our decisions and our actions. We have over 8 or 10 persons there. So we will meet and we will try liaise with Eziwe and the eventual winner of the chairmanship election, that the town hall meeting will be a thing to guide them. Even if we have made a mistake, we will do that damage control from town hall meetings. It should be provoked at least every quarter of the year, so that within that 4 quarters, 3 rather, we will be able to get to what we want. We will be able to achieve success through that. If the age grade can do so much that Naniga fair, as in those when we gather 2 or 3 people, no good and cannot be a good if it's so good, why won't a local government chairman get such accolades? If Osioma could plant trees in Oguta, if Osioma can do free Medicare in Oguta, if Osioma can provide books to primary school students in Oguta, if Osioma can do street naming and every street in Oguta and Osioma Mera, if we can distribute rice to Ndobrani and Oguta, Ndadani and Oguta, we went further to cross over because Daningere, we crossed over to attend to the Christmas. Adding 11 people today, I think one has graduated, earning many scholarship, which is still running. By next year, it will be ended. For goodness sake, as local government chairman, this is why Oguta people are so angry. If an 8th grade can do all these things, I can't remember them because I don't have a record to say what I'm saying now. If we could do all these things, I want somebody who is going to take that office, when he takes that office, to give us just one or 2 things, and you remember within the 4 years, we are non-office.
Mbona, Andy, I'm still coming back to you. We have another 20 minutes.
I am calling on the eventual winner to collaborate with us, and we'll guide him how we will be able to achieve all this so that he will succeed. Thank you.
Okay, ma, take the same thing for just 4 minutes, please, because I have a major score to settle with Andy for 20 minutes.
Okay. It's not business as usual. Whoever gets in there, we ensure that we follow through to ensure he does the right thing. What is it? We've had intermediate, even in good friends, on who is coming out. And when we looked at the people coming out, we were so disappointed. We had a meeting, online members, on how best we can follow these people. But like I tell you, Dr. Hassan, it's not business as usual. We are going to follow through and ensure the right thing is done. To whatever that is required for us to make sure that Oguta is governed well, we are going to do that. Thank you.
Okay, Mbona. Now, Andy, we've been to and fro over a wonderful project that good friends that your age grade and a few of your connection have brought to Oguta. I know this is one of many. I want us to please talk about it. While we are working on a short documentary on that, I want you to please to put to Oguta.
Okay, it's okay. Chamazi Obukani. Ogwefu idenga na kwa nama ndị be anyị biko ni ndị Osioma age grade I think 2003 Senator Stis na so bataniane as yeyan and all yeyan ko papa ochilo na nugutu ima no unu mano onyo hapo so and the school na Trinity High School Oguta myself and Ndoka and with Anthony Okatufu, we were all in the same class. We finished school in 1983. And we leveraged on that to bring him to be a member of Osama age grade. With the able leadership of Chuks Ndoka, we were able to get across to him. He's our friend. Share ya kliki ye medin Oguta no ye grew up on Oguta even have a year can doji Trinity. Get a key in the community. And Chuks was the chairman at that point and he followed it up. We held a meeting, he followed it up. Even our scholarship program, he's been part of it. He donated towards it too. So by the time he responded, okay, now so we had a program for LEAP, which is LEAP, Leadership Enterprise Accelerated Projects. We had a whole length of projects we have lined out for the age grade. And topmost amongst them was building a skill acquisition center to address unemployment, especially within women and the youths. Because the restiveness is basically because someone can get it away. And Ndoka was able to go to Abuja under our sponsorship to speak with the senator, and to the glory of God, we are getting his result. Not forgetting the valued effort of Onutu Anebo Ogwefi Kalista Azog Ni Ojade. He has been so instrumental. At a point in time, Annie Rejeme launching in Abuja, she actually bankrolled that launching, and to the glory of God, most so just came out and said, okay, I'm going to take up this assignment. If I need to launch up that leap project, most now said he's going to take up that project as his constituency project. We were very overwhelmed. It wouldn't just end there. Both Chuks, who today, as I speak, is a special assistant to the senator, distinguished Senator Steve Sunaso, is in Abuja, primarily to push towards the realization of this project. And the efforts of Ogwefi Kalista Zog, we have nicknamed her Adameshi because of her efforts. We at the time get to appreciate them further than this. They have pushed, and we have been able to get that project listed amongst the constituted projects they may approve for this year. As you can see, construction have commenced amid all doubts that longer the politician we give glory to God. As I speak to you now, the construction have gone beyond DPC level. So a project for another Oguta person, you have done Oguta now, tutu echi, ono jadi uzo, ono ijuno, ono gara ono ijuno, neje kunjeje nke barista Unyimad. You will see the building by the left is already coming up, and we give God all the glory. Now we are planned to have a groundbreaking event, but the distinguished senator said that he wants that project to be up and running first before Yanabia. So that's where we are now. Our plan now is to get him to come to Oguta. Not forgetting the efforts of Eziwe. We had a running battle, how to get where to build it. I must thank the following persons. Eziwe have been very instrumental, and he directed us to do a letter to the local government chairman, that is the Solad, whom he has been following up to see that it works. And after that, they have been so supportive, so supportive. He followed us up in everything we do. And Gerard Enzad, You're so fantastic human being. And Damanze Omenioha, Barrister Frank Unyimado. They have been so fantastic in all this. But sometimes I wonder how we look at things and say, Ndiba ino panona imobodo when never pananya and onufukwana national PDP APC bikonye woni efe wo mi fe we. I want to thank my brother and my friend, the former deputy governor Alphonse Iran. He has been so fantastic. As a matter of fact, he honored on a lunch in Abuja, which the senator attended. He was in that luncheon. The other senator, he talked so well about the senator that he even made the senator to accept to take that project as his own. One day PDP and the APC, might not need to go. So I want to thank him for his efforts. He really did well in that regard. With that too, I want to thank the President General of OCDU for his support. The day I came to the Eziwe's Palace, Eziwe invited him. He came along and immediately I mentioned our proposal of requesting for some piece of land. He was very happy. Even the president of OCDU, youths, what is that his name? Agama. When I promised Majibe, and when we met him, explain what we are coming for. And I told him any challenge. The boy was very happy and embraced us. So for supporting us to do this. Because Jenny Punuja Foya, Echi, Onopuanos or Nambrahono, Mbidi Oguta Road, that is Oguta Road. You divert at the Trinity Road as you are moving towards Uniju. Immediately after Uniju, before you get to Frank Unimado's house, you will see the structure coming up and strong. The signpost that is being sponsored by distinguished Senator Naso is already hanging out there. So, a lot of things will happen in that space. So many things will happen in that space so that we will be able to contain a lot of setbacks and uprisings than the youths. And our children, our women, who we are not taking them for granted that they don't protest, does not mean that we don't know. That is why we chose these two groups. The youths who are always at edge, and the women who keep quiet but they are great builders of the community. These are the two people who were considered to be taken care of within that space. Thank you so much.
Bona, sir. Ima, let me hear your reaction before I would go to the next stage.
Okay. Doctor, sorry, doctor.
Yes, sir.
When you are asking a question, just don't forget that the Mauzokwe is part and parcel of what I am describing now. I am the general secretary.
No, I understand. So, I say, let's hear what I'm going to
good friends. It's part and parcel.
No, we are done with good friends now. If I need reaction to this project.
Yes.
No, I need his reaction to this project in case Ongeri feature.
Thank you. Go with that. Thank you so much.
Yes.
We know we've done well, and it wasn't an easy journey. Well, like he said, Pastor Chuk Sundoka, who was then our chairman, was able to do their friend, who is our member, Senator was able to bring the project to Oguta. It is great thanks. I was in Oguta recently and I visited that place to see what they've done. Even before I left Oguta, the building has gone up. We believe and strongly that the project will be completed in the next 1 year. If what we are hearing is right.
Wow.
That would be a good thing to do. all I plead with Oguta people, like Andy said, visit their regular, it's your own project, own the project, visit their regular and see what is happening, and ensure that nobody will tamper or destroy the property being constructed. It's their project, they should own the project. I expect them, especially the youth, to visit there on a regular basis and ensure that nobody, no hoodlum or anybody is there to destroy anything. That is all we require from them. Utosiwa will even do better. We also working on how to better project the coming years. Thank you.
Bona. Okay, I also want you guys to, before we release you, to talk a little about Light Up Oguta, the electricity project in Oguta. And this is another community effort on what government is supposed to do. And the model we're just talking about that is working is even build things and hand over to the EEDC to carry on like transformer and all those. So what do you have to say about it? And is any of you part of Light Up Oguta committee?
I'm not a member of Light Up Oguta committee, but Light Up Oguta committee, members of good friends are there, and Mr. Meko is a member, Chiosa and a host of others are there. I don't know about what they've done. What I know is that they've been able to bring light to Oguta over the project and done well. Even as at the last hour, the deputy was following up to ensure that Aba Enugu Road, their transformer is moved and is fixed. And before I left, I was told it has been fixed. They've done so well, and I believe they need a color in cover.
Okay, Brandy, so you help us, Shiwambona. Hello, Brandy. Are you still with us? All right.
Hello.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
I'm muted. Sorry, I'm muted. I'm muted.
The Light Up Oguta.
Yes.
He can one for the light we're seeing in Oguta.
I want to thank the members of the Light Up Oguta, but my main concern is about Nduguta Nongewu. Any Urenanga government is in a man in a ifobuna pota and in doubts. It's really so unfortunate that even people who are spending their time, their money, their efforts to assist us, I know is really so unfortunate. But most of us, like I am now, I have paid for 3-phase meter. I have not received it. I'm not bothered. But most people are getting agitated. And people whom I even went through to appeal to pay that particular number before, and then and they did pay. So when eventually the meter is not coming, they are all very worried. And I'm just begging them to be patient with this Light Up Oguta. Oh, but the personal interest, only if we gain out of it. In the Oguta people, when the time they are doing so well, I know what it is to serve the public. It doesn't come so easy. And only that space will be patient, and I salute their courage, the patience, the kind of things people talk about their efforts. Is not true. I want to thank them and beg the Oguta people to be patient with them while calling on them not to relent and continue. Meter rounds or Kobia. Meter round my mother why I just call for I'm going there for no I'm going there where I'm in Lagos here. I know what it costs for me. I'm in Band A and I know what it costs me for electricity. I went to Oguta. I stayed about 3 weeks. And a few days there with Rocco, I didn't pay a dime. It doesn't work that way. So you must pay for the services you have received. Very soon you will start paying. I don't know how they are going to pay for those ones I have enjoyed without paying. And so we really need to educate our people. The this town hall meeting is very important, that we have to explain all these things. So we really need to do all that so that people will really know what they are doing. Thank you so much.
Mbona, we just want to commit that this Oguta Roundtable will be a weekly affair and will cover all the developments happening in Oguta. We'll have a different one for entertainment, which will show, of course, events and trends in Oguta, but Oguta Roundtable will be discussions that centered on development and the holding governments and people responsible for what we need from them. So from time to time, we're going to invite and drag you people into it, because you guys were in front already. We're just holding your tail and coming behind and giving a voice or amplifying what you currently do. And on behalf of Oguta, Mchoro Ikanshi Unu Oboru. So thanks again for coming on the program, bro Andy and bro Ima. It's been my pleasure, but of course today we call on our people, Ndebani. You guys will have a last word to say to them, to remind those that can to go and vote and to pay attention to Oguta, because we cannot keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. We need to change a few things while we expect something different. But before I finally let you guys go, I want us to please talk to our people about manufacturing, farming, to do things that can be exported, because the problem of Nigeria is consumption. This person will sell the same thing to the other person. Some people will double it in the name of contracts. All this leads to the devaluation of our currency. Once people are not creating anything, they are reducing the strength of the value of our naira. So if you can, in one word as you're closing, talk to our people to welcome a free and fair election tomorrow, to get involved and to do something. I always say to people, if you can't fly, you run. If you can't run, you walk. If you can't walk, you crawl. If you can't crawl, you roll. But whatever you do, just keep moving. Mbona Andy, please take over.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. And here, changing mindset. I have had this experience 1,001 times, and it's not very good for us. Abraham Oguta now fight in a project Oguta, and Oguta yenge a share of it, at least from the beginning. Oguta Shinaja Pasa, running at the Creole. In Nigeria, you Fukonata, Mamma no Yabo. Or Yakambera, upon the Madukadia kills Aya, a wool. And if we are clear man, we are going to clear. Or they could 2 o'clock, the Kunya or Namana Bogan. Sure, beyond the name, and then I bet I gave it all on the edge and edge. As you want to Greek, I take it out of that, but no good, and I was a job organ. For goodness sake, we have to prioritize what we do. We're going to for 2 days. So if you miss one day by clearing those places and go to the organization for the next day, no problem. I was building my house on the Mado. I do not 2:30. Can share your getting on my organ on hurry. Have me public servant. I'm retired now. All the time. Morgan can get a return. Get it almost working in finish evening and watching me batting at you. My brother, we really need to change certain things we do. Every day, we keep complaining about how we are being attended to. Open or how to go there, today, if food at the Marushi Port Harcourt, not or be a wound or brand them from Port of Bia. No. It's not right. They criticize you because it is the attitude of our people to do that. Now that is on that. about the export business you are talking about. I have friends whom I have discussed with.
And the moment.
Hello?
Please, Hassan, I have another meeting by 7. I need to excuse myself.
Okay, please carry on, Mbona.
Let me leave you to give the final words before you close.
Okay, please give the final word before you. Okay, he's gone already.
Give them 2 minutes.
He's gone already, yeah. Okay, carry on, sir.
So we have people who are ready to invest. But if we have this same attitude of people prioritizing their private intentions and needs above the employer or who have hired their services, it's not going to work. Look, are supposed to remember that now, when you are master at that time, it doesn't matter your status. When you go down, it's really so unfortunate that we have to change that mindset. And you are an iron bender. It is not important whether HKM or your junior or not younger than your own. I am your boss because I am going to pay you. You have to bend down and do the work and get your money. But it doesn't happen in Oguta. The next minute, what kind of life is that? That's just the problem we need to address with our people. We need to change that mindset. It's not working. It is not for growth. It's not for development. It won't help us in any way. Thank you.
So, because Kiniki are one the banning for the election coming up tomorrow to be peaceful, law-abiding.
Card to vote. We cannot just sit back and say that Nife may be China and we expect it to remain better without participating. This is a vote to any. Only vote through in, we will engage him. I promise you, I'm not coming to vote, but I and the entire people that are Oguta progressives will engage him, and he will never derail. Now that we have people, the government is now saying that the autonomy has been upheld. We will engage them. If they receive 100 naira, they will account the 100 naira for us. Go and vote them. Leave the rest for us. Thank you.
Mbona, and thanks again for coming on the program. And before you go, please just say thank you to my producer, Evangelist Henry, and our sponsors, please.
Evangelist Henry and my patron, Menga Bianyani, Dr. Felix Oko Shambon, you've done so well. We will do it better next time. May God bless you all in Jesus' name.
Amen. And then thanks and bye-bye to the Oguta people. All right. Go
out and vote. Nothing is happening. Go and vote. Go and cast your vote tomorrow.
Mbona, it's been my pleasure having you on the program, and like I said, you are our development partner. We'll keep bringing you over and over and over again. Thanks for letting us have you this evening. Mbona, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, and can anyone in you to Ibiko?
She
will do good at she can now.
All right, have a good night.
Good, have a good night. Mbona. Gentlemen, ladies all over the world, I'm sure you've had a wonderful evening and a wonderful time. With this, we'll conclude our 7 days of Oguta Roundtable special edition for Oguta Votes 2024. Oguta Roundtable will come to you weekly. Details will be announced. And please do join us and get involved in the development and everything good that has to do with Oguta and Nigeria. And we use this opportunity to beg you to keep following One Radio Oguta. And we thank for those who patronize us in various ways and support our programs, and promise you that we can only get better. Forgive our mistakes of the past, and just be rest assured that we will give our best to make sure that we keep moving from grace to grace. God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening, and see you on another episode.